Let me ask you a question. How do you find the square root of a number like 15,876? That's a big number, right? So a better question would be, how do you find the square root of any number in general? So here's a trick that will help you find the square root of perfect squares very quickly. So there's a property of perfect squares, which is if a number is a perfect square, let's call it p, and you break it down into its prime factors. So maybe a raised to s into b raised to s1, s2 into c raised to s3, dot, 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 dot. So the property states that if p is a perfect square, then all these s1, s2, s3 are even. So why is this property useful? Let's look at a few examples and it will be a lot more clear. So let's look at a few numbers. 121 we know is a perfect square. So breaking it down into its prime factor, it's 11 squared. So this 2 even. 36 is 6 squared. So it's a perfect square. It can be written as 4 into 9 or 2 squared into 3 squared. So again, the prime factors are raised to even powers. 64, 2 raised to 6, again an even power. 255, 5 squared into 3 squared. So how is this useful? Now to find the square root of these numbers, so to find the root of 121, what you do is you just divide the powers of those prime factors by 2. So you just half them. So 2 by 2, 2 divided by 2 is just, so 2 divided by 2 is just 1. So you'll have 11. Root of 36 would be, again, divide by 2, you just get 1, 1. So it's 2 into 3. So that's 6. 64, you have 6 divided by 2, so you get 3. So root 64 would be 2 raised to 3, which is 8. Again, with 2 to 5, it's nothing but 5 into 3, and you'll get 15. See how easy it is to find the square root? What you do is you just find the prime factors and you divide the powers by 2. Now it's not super duper easy, as finding the prime factors is not an easy task, but that's one way you can find the square root of a number. And this technique is not only true for perfect squares, but it's true in general as well, but not that useful. So for example, even if you had 12 and you have, which can be written as 2 squared into 3, to find root 12, you can just divide the powers by 2. So you'll have 2 into root 3. Why? Because 3 can also be written as 3 raised to 1, and 3 raised to 1 divided by 2 is 3 raised to half. And powers, so anything raised to half is just the root. So that would also give you the answer, which would be 3.464 something, but not very useful to calculate the root of such numbers by hand. Anyways, coming back to the original question. So first of all, as you can see, the last two digits are 76, which are divisible by 4. So that means the whole number is divisible by 4. So you can write it as 2 squared. 2 squared is nothing but 4, and you will divide this number by 4, which will get you 3969. Now 3969, add all the digits and they sum up to 27. Since 27 is divisible by 9, the whole number is divisible by 9. So you'll get 2 squared into 3 squared. Why 3 squared? 3 squared is nothing but 9 into 441. Again, 441 is just 4 plus 4 plus 1, which is 9. Again, divisible by 9. Same thing, 2 squared into 3 squared into 3 squared into 49. 49 is nothing but 7 squared, so we'll just take 7 squared. Now to find the root. So finally, the root of 15876 would be, you divide everything by 2. So since they all are just 2, so we can just cut them. And you have 2 into 3 into 3 into 7, which would be 6 into 21, which would be 126. 126 is the square root of 50,876. If you're also preparing for any competitive exam or like maths in general and don't want to miss out on any updates, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.